AKAPAD. So we often hear the greatest this, the greatest that, the top level this, the top level that. A modern day version of that terminology is peak, where something is peak. Often the greatest of conversations, it's just mud, smoke, and mirrors. We try and track the best of the best on this very podcast, and that's why we all hang out here on Saturdays and Sundays with the Film Buff, me, Peter A. DeLuca, to talk cartoons, animations, and anime. What we have today might be the greatest effort in early anime. It's clearly the greatest effort I have ever seen. I'm talking to you about God Mars. This is the early 80s, and the level of production would crush anything being made today. Think about that. It's important. We gotta talk about it. God Mars.
Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action.
Yeah, it's fun because you'll hear Robotech, Ghost in the Shell, Appleseed, Akira, even Dragon Ball Z. You hear all this stuff, right? Everyone just throws around the greatest. And we know they're throwing it around. And we can kind of know from some of their opinions. Like, why does everyone have the same Dragon Ball Z opinion? There's no nuance or personal position or overstretching interest in these opinions. It's literally individuals just rinsing and repeating. What we have here, we have a declaration. God Mars is the greatest anime I have seen. I discovered it late night, so late I don't know what time it was. I woke up. I was on episode 9. I fell asleep during episode 3. Pissed off. Immediately jumped on YouTube because I was on the go. I had to take my laptop with me. But YouTube has all 60-something of these episodes. The original run for the manga, 1976, 1977. The original run of the anime, 1981, 1982. As often with a lot of material from this part of the world, Japan, we have just multiple iterations and titles. For example, Speed Racer is Mach Go 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 Go. I believe even Go 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 Speed is another one. It can get tricky. So a lot of times when we reference things, it goes back from. But if you're here in America and if you Google God Mars anime, you'll find what I'm talking about. And what's the story? This is a story of an emperor, an alien emperor that is one of the most original designs I have seen from this era. It is so far out. It's so much fun. He has almost like an LED dance floor mouth. It's amazing. So he sends his son to Earth to be raised by Earthlings, and he sends a robot. And the robot is a detonator to explode Earth. And this emperor just has some beef with our planet. With all of us. With you, my AKAPAD. And his beef is that humans are expanding too far into the cosmos and need to be in check. They pose a threat. So he's the emperor doing his job, protecting his people. It's like, look, we're going to snuff this one out. And then what happens is what a lot of us, I think what a lot of my audience would relate to is Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer makes a deal with Galactus not to destroy Zenla, but he can never return. Galactus is a god. He is hungry. He eats planets. He's the last sole survivor of his universe pre-Big Bang. So he needs a herald. So he strikes a deal with Norrin Red, and Norrin Red just surfs around the cosmos looking for planets for his master Galactus to eat. And then his homeworld is spared. But when he reaches Earth, he changes. He wants to save Earth. So in Fantastic Four, I believe issue 46, maybe 47, he disguises Earth in a fireball. He wants to trick Galactus to make it think it's his son. And that's where a lot of the Silver Surfer surfing through fire imagery comes from, if you guys are familiar with that. So it's the same story. It really is. Silver Surfer did come first by quite some time. But what we have here is, we can say, it's the same plot, the same hook. But here, we have a wonderfully designed, like droolingly good designed world, future. The spaceships are amazing. The shots of the spaceships in space, amazing. And then we get this combiner idea, 6 god combination God Mars. That's one of the interpretations of the title. I think we see that on some of the reproductions of the broadcast. If some of the YouTube episodes have the title 6 god combination God Mars. So it's a little bit like Voltron. He has friends, he has a squad, and then now they're defending Earth, but they cannot die. The kid cannot die. The robot cannot die, because the robot is a bomb, and then the bomb goes, so does Earth. But we have a teenager with the best type of teenage angst. We have his parents, who are strict Japanese parents, but they're there and they're loving. We have friends that know something is up, and everything is slowly getting revealed to them. For example, there's a great moment where the robot stops a assassin in the first episode, and the assassin has his own giant robotic, almost like floating tank, but it looks like a foot. It's really cool design. But it comes up from the ground. Gia, the robot, comes out of nowhere, saves the day, but then disguises himself in the mountain, and his friends, his squad, his military squad, catches up to him, and they're like, "What happened?" He's like, "Look, this robot saved me." They're like, "Where?" He's like, "Well, he's underneath those rocks," and he literally transforms himself into a mountain. It's the craziest, coolest thing. So we get a little bit of that. The animation alone, it's just jaw-dropping. The effects for the animation is jaw-dropping. I don't know, like, watching this makes me think, what was the dialogue in the American industry at this point? We're in the early 80s for the anime. We're in 1981. The people at Disney had to have been seeing this. Everyone had to have been seeing this. And they must have been like, what happened? Japan just leapfrogged the entire world. And Japan's like, look, we committed hardcore into animation because we have our own cultural restraints. We can't do a lot on camera. We can't photograph a lot. But we have cartoons. And holy hell, AKA Padders, this is something you have to watch. This is something you have to experience. I want to watch more of this series. I'm already hooked on it. I never thought I was going to say an anime series hooked me. I thought I was done with that stuff. I do enjoy watching it, though. I just need to watch more of God Mars. Hopefully, I'm going to cycle and circle back to it soon. But for Saturday animation, this is a banger. You can catch it on YouTube, and you can catch it on Tubi. Tubi has all the episodes, and Tubi is also for free. So you have no excuses. Let's go, guys. Rock and roll. Love you. Goodbye.
Okay, that's a wrap.